Jacobs is the running back on a 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. Off the fake, pass caught, touchdown, Green Bay, Romeo Doubs.
A balanced offense.
Give it to him again, and into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Packers. Spins away, protected well, caught. 1st down and more, trying to get to the end zone. Yes, he does. Zach Ertz, touchdown. From the 8 to the outside, wide open, touchdown, Tucker Kraft. Second and goal, here they come. Pass is caught. Samuel dives into the end zone.
He played one defensive snap last week that sank him. Play action. Jones to the left. Caught. Farrell rumbling towards the goal line. Luke Farrell with his first NFL touchdown. 3rd and 6. Rattler, pressure coming, floats it down the sideline, one-on-one for Johnson, makes the adjustment, it's a touchdown!
And this is phenomenal, the concentration, the hand shot to the end zone, expect right here from San Francisco.
And here it comes, Mac Jones in a clean pocket, floats it for McCaffrey, makes the catch, touchdown, San Francisco!
Every touchdown is worth 6 points. It doesn't matter where you score it from, so don't hold back.
Rattler on the roll, fires, Shaheed caught a touchdown. Rashid Shaheed.
It is so special to see the impact we can have.
Yep, no doubt about that as they find Jennings running free. Jawan Jennings going to take it in for a San Francisco touchdown. Back to work for New Orleans on 1st and goal. Rattler on a quick toss to the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, New Orleans, Devon Vele.
I wonder if Josh McDaniel wants to give him a shot here with a dagger throw into the end zone.
Fake it to Gibson. May moving, throwing, and it's caught for a touchdown. Mac Hollins, his first touchdown as a Patriot. May going for the corner of the end zone to Booty. Diving attempt, and he's got it! $12-0 in favor of the Patriots. Tua taking a shot for the end zone. Waddle is down there. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle. His first touchdown of the season, and the Dolphins are on the board.
Yeah, you won't motion anyone here. You just want to get the line of scrimmage, get a play in motion yourself.
Tua over the middle, Achane at the 20, Achane 10, 5, Achane spinning, touchdown! Devon Achane, 29 yards. Final 15 seconds of the quarter.
A Hooper on the backside of the formation, 81 in blue.
May, pressure coming by Judon. May steps up, looking to keep it. May, touchdown! Behringer gets it away. Another good boot, driving Washington back to his 27-yard line. He bobbles it for a second, still going as he spins forward, trying to get to the outside. Washington gets by the punter, down the sideline. Malik Washington to the house. Touchdown, Miami. 74 yards. Patterson to Gibson, who gets a running start on that catch. Gibson across the 30. Antonio Gibson still going. Can he return the favor? Down the sideline. You gotta be kidding me. Back to back. A 90-yard touchdown.
Two tight end set, 2nd and 5. Inside the 5, Gibbs to the end zone, touchdown! Williams on 3rd and long. It is complete. Odunze inside the 10 to the end zone, touchdown! First and goal from the 1. Here is Montgomery. He is in for a Lions touchdown.
He's not going to sit there and start being, one of those prima donna wide receivers. He's going to go out there and block his tail off.
Goff's pass is complete and taken into the end zone by Brock Wright for a Lions touchdown. Odunze in motion. First and goal. Fake toss. Williams looking end zone. Throws. Touchdown. Second of the game for Odunze. Goff to the end zone. Touchdown. St. Brown.
Like watching the way Noah Sewell plays that position.
We're down at 8. Goff going deep. Williams, touchdown! Goff to the end zone. St. Brown, touchdown! Here's Swift. Walks it in for a Bears touchdown. Fourth and goal, fake to Montgomery.
Too easy.
To St. Brown, into the end zone. His 3rd touchdown today, and there he goes.
Right into the leap zone.
From the 29, a first down throw. Look at end zone. There's Malik Neighbors. There's a touchdown for New York. 29 yards. Hard count. Flag flies. Free play. End zone. Turpin. Touchdown Cowboys. First down from the 30. Handoff to Javonte Williams. Squeezed his way through. End zone ahead. Dallas takes the lead. Scadaboo still at running back. He's got it straight ahead for the New York touchdown and his first in the NFL. Giants back in front. Second and goal. Sanders again with a seam and a touchdown. Untouched in for the lead. Wilson going end zone. Robinson. Perfect throw. Touchdown New York. On 4th down, 32 yards.
You got to call whatever your best play is that will result in the touchdown.
It's a pass. End zone. Pickens. Touchdown Dallas.
Yep.
George Pickens gives the Cowboys the lead. From the Dallas 48. Wilson protected. Heaving one. Wants Neighbors. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown Giants. He dropped it in the bucket from 48.
Takes the snap. Lawrence, pocket, rifles, back of the end zone, holding. De'Ami Brown pays it off. A smooth opening drive for Jacksonville.
Joe Burrow sees the pressure, top of his screen.
From the 4, slant, Chase, cha-ching. You're right on it, Logan. Jamar Chase, Gritties, touchdown Bengals. Second down and 7. Check down. What a move by Turton. Oh, my! Scoots into the end zone with a dazzling move. Coach Logan Ryan at Rutgers. They go way back. Browning, paid ball. One hand. Are you serious? Mitchell Tinsley.
You want to double Jamar Chase? Fine. I got something for you. The one hand. The 1 foot.
But where's the second?
And the shin. The shin counts as 2.
Etienne in motion. They throw it that direction with Brown leading the way. Blocking. Etienne turns up the field. Touchdown Jacksonville. Everybody near the line of scrimmage. Third down. Browning to the air. Higgins bumps. Doesn't matter. Touchdown Bengals. Estika over the top. Touchdown, Bengals. They have the lead with 18 seconds left.
The Ravens, but terrific hustle by them.
On 2nd down and 1 off the play fake. Lamar looking to throw, throws toward the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Baltimore. Wallace got free.
Even if you don't get it, the Browns are pinned back.
Jackson rolling. Jackson looking to the back of the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Walker. 4th down, a little more than 2. Fadden's off to the right. Flacco out of the gun, looking to throw. Throws to the right. It's up for grabs, and it's caught. It was deflected. It was deflected by Humphrey and caught for a touchdown by Cedric Tillman. Sometimes you got to have a little luck. His family is stunned. Flowers in motion. Jackson looking to throw, looking toward the end zone. It's caught! Touchdown, Walker! All he does is score touchdowns. 3 straight times on the defensive end. Flacco drops back to pass. Pockets collapsing. He's sacked and he lost the football. It's picked up by Roquan Smith. Roquan Smith could go the whole way. He is gonna go the whole way. Touchdown, Ravens.
Bigger and faster than any other guys that play that position.
On 2nd and 10, they're going to throw it again for Hopkins, and DeAndre Hopkins has got it. Gabriel to throw, under 2 minutes to play, throwing toward the end zone, caught. Sampson, the first touchdown pass for Dylan Gabriel goes to Sampson, who makes his first touchdown reception in the National Football League.
On this opening drive, it's Cook. Threatened to go outside, cut inside, touchdown, Buffalo.
But certainly nothing of concern for him. He took some snaps and went back out there, but expect him to ice it throughout this game.
Thank you, Trace. Look at that move by Cook. Oh, it's still going. James Cook to the end zone for a touchdown and a brilliant run.
Put that on your highlight tape right now, Jim. I know you carry him each game, but that was next level.
As we start the 4th, and the Bills threatening to go in again. They got a 1st and goal, and they hand it off. The former Jet is in. Elijah.
I love Bill Parcells, too. There are others along the way who really...
My old coach.
Yep, Bill Parcells. 4th down. Pass to the goal line, and it is caught for the touchdown.
There you go,
Jeremy.
Off play action now. Darnold floats it. Open man. It's a touchdown. And 75 seconds left. It's Rodgers. Floats it. End zone for Metcalf. It is caught for the touchdown against his old team. Trying to protect Darnold here. Over the middle. It's a touchdown. A.J. Barner.
This is what you bring in a guy like Aaron Rodgers for, to stabilize the team and the offense and go win some of these 4th quarter type ball games.
Oh, bad bounce goes through the hands of Caleb Johnson. He may have touched that ball. That would be a live ball. Let's see what the ruling is here. It is a touchdown. It's a touchdown. Oh, Seattle gets the score. Seattle is still in field goal range. It's about a 37-yarder from here to try to go up 2 scores. And they're going to keep it conservative for Myers. Walker on the run. He may bust a touchdown. He will. Backbreaker.
Some really good work scrambling with his legs on these 3rd downs when he sees pressure.
Young has those 2 young wide receivers, McMillan, but they give chase. Football is loose. What's the call here? Is that a live football? Touchdown!
Let's look from the Panthers defense. Ball has to come out fast.
Instead, they drop back. They rush 4. Murray back of the end zone. Touchdown! Michael Wilson. Josh Gaines, one of the backup O-linemen, lines up as a fullback. Connor had the lead blocker he needed, and he bangs it in for the Cardinals touchdown. 14th play of the drive that began at their own 24. See Baker, Young to the edge, fires end zone. He finds Renfro for the Panthers touchdown.
really a run, immediate run pass option threat.
Here they come, Bryce. Buying time, finds Hubbard. Beautifully done by Young. Touchdown and a potential 2-point try will make it a 4-point game. Young slinging it. Renfro for the Carolina touchdown.
We'll keep an eye on those guys, see if they get back in. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. There's Barkley, right side, sprinting through the hole. Saquon Barkley is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Hollywood Brown back in the game. He's in the slot for the Chiefs, so that's good news for them. Here's Mahomes looking around, pressure. He can run it if he wants. You know what he wants? Mahomes looking for the end zone. Touchdown. Hurts shoving his way in. He's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. For 1st and 20. 5-man pressure this time, but it's picked up. Mahomes loaded up, going deep. Has Thornton again. This time he's got it. Touchdown.
Bryant was in the backfield. 1st and 10. Caught for the touchdown. Marvin Mims. Acrobatic move. Got it. 2nd down goal. Jones again. The dive, the push, the grind, the touchdown. Colts have recaptured the lead.
Got his hands full here inside the 5.
2nd down goal. That's a touchdown. Franklin, why not? He offered that drive. He finishes that drive with a touchdown reception of 3. And the Broncos have tied the game again.
Nobody went out with it.
Prentice will be the fullback. Next to the air. Block McGlinchey. End zone. Caught. Touchdown. They've done it again. 1 timeout Indy. Had to take it there because the injury timeout inside 2 minutes. It's Taylor who walks in. Touchdown. Anumo has been brought in from the Bengals. 2nd down 1. Here's a Dobbins run. Vaults into the end zone. Touchdown Denver. A rushing touchdown.
Nakua shifting. They'll give it to him. And he's got it and then some. Nakua is going to take it all the way. Touchdown Rams. Denver. 49 seconds to play. 2nd quarter. Ward looking. Looping out of trouble. Trying to set up receivers. He's going to throw against his body to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Spectacular. Io Manor. 1st and goal from the Tennessee 8. Fake the handoff. Protection is there. Stafford. Touch pass. It's caught. Not quite enough. Davis Allen thinks he got the touchdown. By Sean McVay. Expedited review has revealed he did hit the pylon before he was down. Touchdown Rams. 3rd and 5 now for the LA offense. Stafford tosses, end zone, touchdown, Davante Adams. Stafford on a give. It's Corum. He pounds it inside for the touchdown.
Second and goal, and Algier walks into the end zone for the game's first touchdown.
Woody Marks, a rookie running back from USC, now in the backfield next to Stroud. On 1st down, end zone shot. Collins, he's got it. Touchdown, Texans, what a catch. What a throw. Wirtz came back to practice this week. He's getting closer. Mayfield, end zone, caught for the touchdown, Ryan Miller. Ibuka looking for a block. Got it. Emeka Ibuka, touchdown Tampa Bay. He got the block from Charlie Heck.
18, what's that?
Chubb's got 18. Add to it, Nick Chubb. Touchdown Texans. They're on top. Hot and in motion. They are going to run it. And no signal yet. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rachaad White on top with 6 seconds to go.
Raiders bring pressure. Herbert steps up. On the move, scans end zone. A dart. Keenan Allen working his way in the back line, grabs it, and the Chargers jump on top. Yeah, he keeps mentioning the future gold jacket. And he talks about Mac almost with awe. Herbert launches downfield. It's Johnson in stride. Touchdown, Chargers. 60 yards.